Demon time, she might start her OnlyFans. Big B and that beat stand for bands. If you wanna see some
what's up, everybody?
chance, I say left cheek, right cheek, drop it low this wine. Sex is up in this thing, beat you up on this game.
What's up, you guys? I'm so excited. My girl Brooke is in the building here tonight. What's up, Michael? Y'all want to go ahead and share this live. It's big lit. Big lit, right? It's so funny, right? I can only imagine someone that is in production, what they do to go live. Because I put this dress on, and then I realized the slit was high. I was like, I can't go live like that. Cannot go live like that. So, my apologies for the little moments that are behind. But before we get, I'm gonna just dive in. You know, what is so cool about today? I get to have a girl talk with my girlfriend, right? And I think that a lot of times people look at total life changes and they wonder, like, okay, how do people connect as friends? You know, how do they connect? You know, hey Portia, hey Ophelia, hey Michael. You know, how do they connect and how do they really unite? And the young lady I'm going to bring on tonight, it's just very simple. As you guys know, TLC was booming. I see this amazing chocolate, beautiful mom, you know, beautiful wife and businesswoman. And my truth is this, I'm not a hater. I look at her, you know, her business, and I was like, she got to be on my team. Whose team is she under, right? So I go on my group chats, and I say, who the Brooke sign up under, right? And then Bianca, she said she signed up underneath of a young lady, a queen named Ophelia, and Ophelia signed up underneath a woman named Marlon. I want y'all to catch this. I didn't sign Brooke up. Brooke signed up underneath of amazing Ophelia, and then amazing Marlon, and Marlon signed up with Bianca. But as a leader, and as a you know, as a coach, as a woman, you know, that loves seeing people win, I said to myself, you know, I'm gonna reach out to her. The minute I reached out to Brooke, she had welcomed me. It was really me. I DM'd her. She DM'd me back. We had a conversation, and I'm going to go ahead and move her in the way right now because when I learned Brooke's story, some people judge a book by its cover. But, oh, well, you know, she's someone that's on TV. You know, she's someone that's an influencer. She is followed. No, listen, this woman works her business. This woman is a leader. She has team calls. This woman is a go-getter. This woman is a boss, okay? She's a real wife in real life, okay? I want y'all to share this to a few more people. Before Brooke come on, I already want to have a few hundreds of followers, you know, people watching. Okay, we're here, right? I want y'all to hear this. Brooke came on board and decided to be a woman of her word, okay? She came on board and was a woman of her word, and she is changing the game, and I do believe that she has next. So let's bring on my sister, Brooke Bailey.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, sis.
I love the ambiance.
Thank you.
It's real cute. So how are you?
I'm great. How are you? You look beautiful.
Listen, I didn't get the memo. You look real good. Okay. Listen, I will say this, Brooke. And I want to make sure I edified you the right way, right? When I first met you, the energy that you exude on the internet remind me so much of the energy of the women that you want to meet, right? I think that every woman boss desires to meet someone that has a solid personality, someone that's a go-getter. And as I see you growing your business, like I literally was just eating dinner, you know, my boyfriend, I was like on your page, and I said, hold on, she got a book club? I said, we're so much alike, you know. I'm not going to travel downstairs. I'm going to send you a photo. Like, I love reading books, like, you know, and I feel like there's a stigma, right, that women have to be a certain way. So let's go ahead and dive in because I feel like people need to really know your story. You're not just a pretty face. So you're married, right?
Yes.
How long
we just celebrated 4 years.
4 years.
Yes, yes. Our
Congratulations.
anniversary is 9/9. Those are our
That's my
numbers.
favorite number.
Yes,
I love
nine
number
nine.
9.
Yes, because it
Awesome.
means so much, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Wow. So for 4 years. So you've always lived in Jersey, or where are you originally from?
I'm originally from South Central Los Angeles.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
I didn't know
I'm
that.
from the hood. I've only lived in Jersey for 4 years. I moved to Jersey 2 weeks after we got married, but we dated for 2 years bi-coastal prior to, but I'm not the shack up type. So I was like, if we're not getting married, I'm not moving. So once he made the decision that that's what he wanted and he made the commitment, and here we are 4 years later.
Wow, that is beautiful. So you said a few things, which since we're having, I know, listen, the guys are on the call. They're probably like, what's going on here? But you said a few things, sis. You said a few things. The
Yes.
first thing you said was that you were living in, you're from LA,
Hmm.
and you're not the shack up type, meaning that you have standards, right?
Hmm.
You wanted a commitment, so you want to know that
Right.
moving to Jersey, that there was going to be some potential. You know,
Yes.
there was going to be some type of
What are we
growth.
building? We have to have a solid foundation.
What are we building?
You
We
know,
have
my grandmother always said my grandmother stuck with my grandfather through thick and thin. I don't know that it was the best, but that she made that commitment and she stayed there until the day he died. And my grandmother always instilled in us, you do not shack up with a man. For what? If that's not your husband, what are you living with him for? He
that's
just getting
good. Listen,
everything free. He getting all the wife for free.
listen. That's a whole word right there, and I feel like that's a message for everybody, honestly. And I
Yes.
feel like a lot of times, just as women, you could still have your standards, but
Yes.
one thing about that crown, when that crown gets compromised,
Yes.
it can be anything. When that crown gets compromised and that crown shifts, you're liable for anything to happen, right? So
Exactly. And
that
usually the women are the ones that fall the hardest and walk
right.
away with zero.
Right, right. That's a whole listen. King Wesley on here. I see JD's on here. King Wesley said, "Talk to him, Coach." Right? Listen. That's
Yes.
that's Coach Brooke talking right now, right? So, fast forward. So that's a whole word, because I feel like even building our network marketing business, I
Mhm.
think that a lot of the principles fall in line with just your principles in your life,
Yes.
And I feel like oftentimes, even if you grew up a certain way, whether your friends don't, agree with everything that you're doing, whatever it is, right?
Right.
God finds a way of telling you right from wrong, right?
Yes.
And then usually when you discover that right, those different things transcend into other areas of our life. So you're a
Definitely.
businesswoman, right? So the principle
Hmm.
that you had with your own life and you being married and designing these different things, right? Um, I believe it transcending how you run your business. So you're
Yes.
a multiple business owner. You are a serial business owner. Tell me
Yes.
about your businesses. Tell us about what you have going on.
Okay, so the first thing that I started out with, I've done many, many things throughout my years. Okay, I went to aesthetic school.
Me
When I
too.
moved here to New York, I was trying to find my way, because I moved here and I moved into his world. So I had to find my way here because I'm from LA. I was doing everything. I'm working in the industry. I'm on television. I'm here. I'm there. But when I moved here, I was more settled and I had to find my comfortability. I had to find who am I here?
Right.
So I went to aesthetic school. I graduated from the school and I was like, this is really not for me. I'm not trying to pop pimples and, all of that. But what I did, and I'm taking all this energy in from different people all the time. I was like, yeah,
It
no,
was too much.
it's too much. But the
That's so
part
funny.
that
I went to Aveda.
really,
Girl, yes. And after I left Howard, I went to Aveda. Same thing. I was in the room by myself and they were giving me all these clients. Girl, I used to call Aveda in the front and book my schedule out
yeah,
because I'm like, I don't want to do this, right? But
exactly.
but that, but stop right there too, because I'm gonna be speaking to you while you're sharing your story. Oftentimes people get into a career that they don't like, right?
Right.
People are here. and they get into these different careers and they do these different things, right? So you made decisions often that, hey, I don't want to like be stuck here. I don't want to be unhappy here, right? And you did not, because some people go to school like, well, since I went to school, I have to be in this career,
Right.
or because I went to Aveda or I went to hair school, I'm going to stay there. So you instantly decided this is not for me. And then what was next after that?
So the part that I did love about the aesthetic school is that I love the mechanical part of things. So I also took a laser hair removal class.
Wow.
So once I graduated from the school, I was at the top of my class. The owner offered me a job there. So I ended up teaching laser hair removal for 1 whole year there at the school after I graduated, which was amazing. It really helped with the position that I'm in right now. You know, I'm able to teach. I'm able to problem solve. I'm able to, you know, give that encouragement and to be helpful in ways that some people might feel like you're being annoying, you know?
Right.
So a part of coaching is teaching.
Right.
You have to, you know? So yeah, it definitely plays a big part in what I'm doing now.
So you went from going to the school and they're like, you know what, Brooke, you're so good that we want you to be a teacher. So again, that's a whole other moment. You didn't just go there to get an education. You went there to be the best, you know? So you were the best, right? You went there, and that just shows why you're such a dominant leader in TLC right now. So after doing that, you said, okay, this is not really for me. And then what was the next thing that you did?
So I'm going to pause right there and then back up a little bit.
Okay.
So after my career in television, I also had my own detox company of herbs. I
saw that.
Yeah, I had hair, skin, and nail vitamins. I was honored and had the honor to be able to sit and talk with Dr. Sabi on a few occasions. I studied under Dr. Russell, who's an herbalist in Los Angeles, and I learned a lot. You know, I'm into that. I've been taking herbs myself since I was 17 years old. So that's always been a part of my life. I started off with hair, skin, and nail vitamins because just because I have nice hair doesn't mean that it doesn't need to be maintained from the inside out. So,
listen, we got to pause real quick because I'm trying to, so you're natural.
Yeah, this is all my natural hair.
We might got to talk about this regimen for your natural hair because your hair, because I used to do hair. So
me too. I used to own a hair salon when I was 21.
Oh, wow.
I went to cosmetology school.
So we have so much in common. Y'all, this was not playing. We did not know.
Right.
Like, that's so cool. And I'm looking at your hair and I'm like, hold on, because I'm super natural. And I'm like, how? I said, that's not a frontal. So I'm looking at your hair, I'm looking at your scalp, and I'm like, her hair, you have that, whatever. I got to get your whole regimen for that because
I got you.
Maintaining your hair, and one thing about straightening your hair when it's natural, I don't like when it's poofy. I do not like when it's poofy.
No. And I do this myself. I'm a pro.
You mastered that.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So the girls are here for all that because we got to know how to keep this natural hair nice and sleek. No,
I got you.
In this season of my life, that's the look I'm like really thinking about for real.
Yes,
that's so funny.
Yeah, it will look beautiful on you.
Thank you.
Yes.
No, I really love it. So
thank you.
Pretty much, I believe God prepared you for a moment like this because even from television, you always took care of yourself.
Yes.
You know, I literally went back and I was like, let me go back to some of her pictures. Let me go back to the internet because the internet doesn't lie. The internet is something different, you know?
Right.
So I went back. So, Brooke, you know, you are, and I know people are like, well, why you keep celebrating Brooke? Why you keep celebrating Brooke? Let me tell you something. When you are a person of discernment, right? You just understand energy too, right? And I was telling Bianca, I said, this Brooke, Ophelia, Marlon situation, I said, there's something over here. I said, I don't know what it is with this Brooke, you know, 'cause I just learned, you know, Ophelia, Marlon, the whole situation, you know, the downline, because that's how it works. We get paid to help the people at the bottom, right?
Right.
And you're doing such a great job that TLC corporate reached out to you, right? You got the phone with Lakari. Congratulations.
Thank you.
They have an interest of you know, speaking to your team and saying hello, right?
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about when you jumped to TLC, you know, I'm sure people were like, well, you're selling NutriBurst and you're
Right.
selling tea. I'm sure that that's what they do, right?
Right.
Like for someone that's watching right now, because most influencers, Brooke, don't make it. I'll be honest
Right.
with you. There's a handful of influencers that a lot of influencers have signed up, and honestly, because of ego, because of pride, because of caring what people think, you know, they don't really get to the halfway mark, right? So,
Right.
what are some of the tools that you can share the everyday person? Because everyone on here has influence in some type of way. It might not be Instagram, it might be in their church, it might be at their job or whatever it was. But there was something that you have like this package deal when you came over here. What was it?
So when I first came over, I tried the product first. That
Okay.
was first. So when Ophelia hit me, I've been knowing her for many, many years back in our video girl days and hosting parties and all that
Wow.
good stuff. So she knows that I'm no nonsense. Like I don't play about my brand. I don't play about, you know, putting things out there to people that is a scam, or
Right.
I'm not into it, you know? So when she hit me, I trusted her, because prior to that, for 3 months, I can't even tell you the amount of DMs of people reaching out to me asking me to sign
Wow.
up with them.
Wow.
So when she hit me about it, and she's like, okay, this is right when COVID hit. And I'm like, okay, well, I want to try the product. Bianca got in her car, masked up, gloves, and brought me a bag of tea and a brand new NutriBurst.
Wow.
And left it. She was like, I'm gonna leave it downstairs at concierge. We don't even have to have contact, because that's when it like really hit hard, you know?
Right.
So I'm like, all right, cool. So she dropped it off. I never met Bianca a day before in my life. I don't know her story. I don't know her. I'm not from here, you know?
Right.
So I go downstairs, I get it. The next day I tried it and I was like, oh, okay, this is really good. This really works. You know, I looked at the ingredients and I'm like, oh, okay, this stuff is vegan friendly. It's natural products, you know. I had at the time, I had a contract with Flat Tummy Tea. I'm gonna just put the brand out there. It was a contract.
You're being honest, right?
I'm being honest. And I never took the stuff one day before in my life. But kind of everybody knows on social media that we get paid to do those posts.
Right,
like
right.
This is not rocket science,
Right.
you know?
Right.
So I told her, you know, I was like, I have to fulfill my contract with them. I have like another month. But, you know, when the month goes by and I'm done, then I'll sign up with you. You know, no big deal. I'm going to support you. I like the product. I still didn't even understand the compensation plan, ranking. I'm just like, okay, I'll do it, because I'm just
Right.
that type of person. I'm willing to flip flop and try something until I get it right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm a hustler. That's
Right.
what it is. So I talked to my husband about it. I tell him about the products, and he was like, but why are you waiting a week? Like, I mean, why are you waiting a month? Like, you don't have nothing in your contract is saying that you can't, you know,
Real
do
nigga.
something else, you know?
Okay. All right. Let me just say.
Right.
Sorry, excuse me. But he's a real one.
Right.
Listen, your husband, I don't even know this man, right?
Uh-huh.
I got to give him his props, because on several occasions,
Mhm.
your husband be saying some stuff to you, because on our other conversations,
Yes.
you like, my husband said, what's
Yeah.
the problem? And I'm like,
He
okay,
gets
husband.
me in order. He gets me
Okay.
in order, okay?
Listen, he gets Miss Brooke together.
Yes.
Okay? So
He gets me together.
Listen, because you know, that's a whole Brooke, this is so good, because if your man can't uplift you,
Yes,
or put you in position to think differently,
yes,
right?
it's a waste.
What's the point? That we're gonna get there, right?
Yes.
So,
yes.
so because the girls gotta know, Brooke, like,
Yes.
for real, do not waste your time with someone that's not adding value to your life and
That's
not helping you think differently.
Yeah.
So your husband tells you, okay, Brooke, you are using the products.
Mm-hmm.
We know what it is with Flat Tummy Tea. You
Right.
don't even take the product. Let's
Right.
be real, right?
Right.
And so you make a decision. So you probably like, you know what?
I'm like, you're right. Like, why am I waiting? So a few days after I got the product, I hit her and I was like, you know what, affiliate, I'm gonna just go ahead and sign up now. I'll just keep posting whatever. I'm gonna get my check from them. Even my husband was even like, what we gotta do, send them their money back? Like, yeah, he was on it. Like,
hey, listen, he needs another interview.
yeah.
Well, listen, because I'm telling you, there's some women that really it's about the right counsel. You know,
Right.
sometimes you might be in the house with somebody that's not giving you the right direction, right? Or spending a lot of time with someone that's not saying, hey, you should do this or you should do that. So husband said, listen, this is it, Brooke. I feel it. I get it. I support you 100%, right? They say husband.
Yeah.
They're like, you know, so he tells you that, right?
Yes.
So then you guys figure it out. Fast forward, you get in the game.
Yes.
So when you got in the game, tell us about you getting in the game, because a lot of people, they don't even have a lot of influence online, but they don't really get in the game. They're like scared about what people think. Like when you made the decision, when you call Ophelia, how did it play out? Like, did you just go all in? Like, what did you do?
I called her. I'm like, what products do you like? I have this tea. I have the NutriBurst, but I had the raspberry tea at the time. And the raspberry tea for me was just too sweet by itself. I'm not a sweet person. So she taught me about mixing the raspberry and the lemon CBD. And making it. And I said, so I ordered up a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna lie. When I first started, I set my smart ship on 120. Like, I was ready to go.
Oh, wait. So again, as an influencer, you said you took this serious as a business. You set your smart ship as a 120. 120. You ordered products so you can be able to try them. Because you're a business woman, right?
And I liked what I already tried. So I'm like, I got to try everything else.
Right.
I got to be a product of the product. That was one of the first things that I learned.
Wow. So how did that transcend to the people that joined your team? So
in the beginning, because I have a background in herbs and having a company dealing with this and answering the type of questions that come with detoxing, I already was so familiar and ready to go. That part was so easy for me. I just had to learn the products myself, you know? So I was doing that on a daily, but as I'm doing it, I'm sharing it. And I was telling the girls, and I just had this conversation with my husband too. Me being an influencer has absolutely nothing to do with my sales and nothing to do with people signing up. I don't care if I have 10 followers. If this is something that I'm going to be consistent in and wanting to do and willing to do, whatever's supposed to be for me is going to come. The people are going to tune in when they can relate to you. You have to be relatable. That's what they want. And that's what I give the people. And when I say I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, so let's just pause, because I took a little hiatus and then I came back strong.
Well, you know I was gonna get there, right?
Okay. So when I first came in, I just started off with learning the products, and I was sounding dumb sometimes when people would DM me and ask me about products, and I was like, damn, I gave her the wrong answer. That was for this. You know what I'm saying? Then I got to go back and fix it. Like, my bad,
Right.
But that's why
you were learning as you were growing.
I'm learning as I'm growing. And it's also important to order the products and take the products, because that's what I do. Because I feel like my best advice to you is what happened to me, what I did with the product, and how it made me feel. I don't care what the instructions say and what the ingredients are. My best advice and my best, way to explain to you about the product is how it made me feel, what it did for me, and what I love about it, what I don't like about it. So
he's being honest.
Yes.
So being true, because you know what? I love what you said, because I feel like, and I don't knock anyone that comes on board that has followers, but just because someone has followers doesn't mean they have supporters, right? And I think that as you build your brands online, people have to trust you, and they have to be able to buy into whatever your vision is. So I went back to your page. and I saw your consistency. I literally went to your other detox page, and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool, like how she links it all together.
Yes.
Then I went to your book page, and I saw that you link it there too. So
Yes.
you're pretty much very committed. You're all
Yes.
in. You're 100% committed. So when people came into your business, even with the calls that you do and things like that, you pretty much are telling them what you do. Hey, you guys, I'm consistent. So what does consistency look like to you? Like, and I think that success, I know success is transferable. Success happens when you're ready, right? I do believe at God's appointed time, just like how your husband, you know, found his wife, which is you, right? Just like how you were prepared when you met Dr. Sebi, may he rest in peace. You know, those moments prepared you for a time like this, right? Because now you're confident, you understand the power of, you know, alternative medicine, right?
Right.
So where you are right now, let's talk about just what your days look like, because I feel like there are people that buy the NutriBurst, but they don't drink the NutriBurst. There are people that buy the tea and they don't take the tea, right? But as a successful spirit being, right, these are different things you already was partaking in it already. So now you just found the right products found you, you know, and then now you're able to share the right products with your people. So what is, because you said something about 6 o'clock, and I just feel like successful people do certain things. Let's talk about what your success plan looks like.
Woo! So I took my break, I came back, and when I decided to come back, my alignment was different. It was like on superstar status. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just different. Like, I feel like I aligned myself with the right people, you know, and I became a student, a real student. I didn't become a partial student like I was when I first started. I became a real student. Everything that I thought I knew, I just put it down. And I said, I'm going to do something different because it was working for me then. Took my break, came back. And if it was working for me then, if I really apply myself and really, you know, drop my ego, don't feel like tea is beneath me, you know, like if I do all of those things, then I'm going to win.
So pretty much you had a mental shift.
Yes.
That's really good.
Yes.
It was a mental shift because let's have a conversation, because you know, when a lot of the stuff happened in the company, and we already know, like, let's be real, there was some controversy that happened. And as someone that already had a lot of influence, and, you know, when I say influence, your brand was speaking for itself, right? So you chose to be quiet for a little bit to get you together, because at the end of the day, you know, we're talking about your family too, and about your son, that sort of thing, but you didn't have time for nothing extra. So when it happened, you were in the flow and you were like, okay.
It broke my heart. It broke my heart because I really was in love with the products. And I was in love with getting up every single day and promoting them and talking to people about them. So it was like a heartbreak, like, oh.
So all of a sudden, right? Here's the thing, Brooke, because people are watching and listening right now. And oftentimes the enemy will come and come to try to kill, steal, and destroy. So again, husband. Okay. Husband, like, I remember I DM'd you and I'm like, what's up, girl? Like, you know, what you been up to, you know? And I didn't know anything about, I got over it quick, you know? I just didn't, you know, like, it was like more of like, okay, let me get my team together, whatever it is. You know, Mr. Fallon did his apology. Coach Stormy did her apology. I was over it, you know? And I've been over from since day one. But as far as like my downline, I was doing a lot of like damage control with my team and things like that. So one thing I do know is real recognize real, right? And when I hit you up, you wasn't like, oh, what does she want? I was like, girl, what's your number? Let's talk. You know? And I remember I was doing so much. The first time you gave me your number, I had a lot going on. And I was like, I said, I got to call Brooke for real, you know? And I think we text and we finally get on the phone. The minute I got on the phone with Brooke, I said, girl, let's talk. You know, we was talking. Listen, Brooke and I was on the phone like we was like girlfriends, you know? And I was like, okay, girl, so you was in the business, so it was really good, right? And then you were telling me, and then one thing that stuck out to me in the conversation, she said, my husband said,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, she married? You
Yeah.
know? I was like, okay, you know, husband said, okay, what husband said? So
Yeah.
pretty much again, your king, you know,
Yes.
he literally came and told you, what did he say?
You know,
Like,
basically, I allowed a situation that's not directly connected to me affect me and my business and where I was at mentally with the business. And at the time, I'm a very dominant woman. I'm very strong, opinionated. Once I have my mind made up about something, it takes me a minute to let other things sink in and realize that, okay, I should have done things this way. So, you know, I have to apologize to myself, you know, because
that's
it's like
good.
I allowed someone else to make a decision that's why I made a decision because of someone else. You know what I'm saying?
That was good.
I shouldn't have done that. I should have said, you know what? I don't care what they got going on over there. But because I was like, oh my God, you know, we're all under this umbrella together. People are hitting me. And at the time, I really was using my platform to be a voice for what was going on in the world. So it was just kind of like a smack in the face.
It was a timing. Yeah. It was like, well, you know what's so cool, Brooke?
Yes.
Is that God, like, and you know, we're both spiritual beings and we understand this, right? Mm-hmm. So we can talk about it. This is our platform. We can talk about some real things. It's like, you needed to sit down for a second though, because you had to figure out and realign yourself with what you really believe. And I think that, and there's people watching, some of this conversation will go over your head. It's okay if you're lost, sis. Just stay on here. Everything will be okay, right? But there are people that are watching right now, and I'm reading the comments. They said, thank you so much, Brooke, for addressing that. Because I think that on the internet, people think that some people are just like superheroes, and they don't have feelings, and they don't like, they say things to people on their comment. I'm sure you get a lot of comments, and you're like, hold on now, you know? And you're a mom, you're a wife, like, you have emotions, you know? So you have
I'm a Cancer, so I'm a super
crybaby. Oh, you're a Cancer?
And I'm super sensitive.
Listen, but nah, you guys are great people, but girl, So, I'm glad I know that. So I'm like, Bianca, I'm not gonna tell Bianca, I'm gonna talk to Brooke, but let's say it like this, you know? Now I know. So, so you got it together. And you came back. I wouldn't say it was a vengeance, but it was like that apology to yourself. See, people get, and I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna tell everybody watching right now. Mm-hmm. Brooke is gonna be the fastest growing organization in the company. She'll be one of the fastest growing organizations in the company because a few things that she's doing right now that people get tricked out their spot. You're being transparent.
Yes.
Right? You're being transparent, right? You are a hard worker, right? You are at one with yourself. A lot of people that care about what other people think, they just are never going to get it. Right. One of the things I know that why you're going to be on the level is that you honor your uplines. Yes. I see you on Coach Stormy's lives. Yes. I see you tapped in. I got to get a bunch of stuff from you too. I just hate online shopping, so we got to talk about this. Okay. You got to help me out. I can't go through this site. Okay. I got you. We're gonna get that together. Please, you know, shop Brooke's Fitness line, and we'll talk about that too. You know, towards the end. Mm-hmm. But Brooke is a serial entrepreneur, and she came back in and she said, you know what, I'm going to respect the business. I'm respect my uplines. You and I, our conversation is very respectful. It's like girlfriend sister's business. Like it's like we got this whole little shabam going on, and it works because you understand just alignment, right? Yes. And if people can really catch this conversation, I hope it doesn't just pass them by. Some people don't have a genuine tap in. When you and I tap in, it's very genuine. Yes. When you and I connect, it's very genuine. Yes. From your heart. When I listen to you, it's just not staged. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's just like a natural tap in. When you're talking to Coach on her live, it's not like a weird tap in. It's natural. Like,
it's not like, here she go again.
No. It's like that's what we desire when you're building a business, when you're building an alliance, when you're building a connection. you got to tap in,
Yes.
and you got to be consistent, and you can't just tap in when it's convenient for you,
Right.
you know? So fast forward,
Mm-hmm.
the tapping that Brooke knows how to do is you wouldn't even know, and I won't talk about this now, you're a mom. How many
Yes.
children do you have?
3.
Brooke, you have 3 kids?
Yeah, my daughter's 23. My
Brooke, you don't
son,
got no 23-year-old child.
my son is 22. He'll be graduating from Memphis University.
Brooke,
And then
you
I have a
okay,
16-year-old
so run this back. How old are your children?
23, 22, and 16.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So you're like a grown
Yeah.
Listen, you look great.
Thank you.
Brooke, I could have sworn you was like a good. The only reason I'm gonna give you 30s is because of the way you act.
Thank you.
I was giving you like a 29, 31.
Thank you, girl.
You look good, sis. That's the whole situation right there. Okay? You know, you're looking good. Brooke looks good. Wow.
Thank you.
Listen, now I know that is another reason why you take your business serious, because you don't got time.
Yeah.
You don't got time for the
I already did all the dumb shit.
Right.
I already did it. Like,
yeah, you don't have time.
I don't have time for that. Like, what you here to do? Right. Don't waste my time, because I'm not gonna waste yours.
Girl, I love it. I love it. So you were telling me in a text that I just found out about that you have a son that desires more attention, right? And
not just more attention, honey.
Really?
A lot of everything.
How old is he?
He's 16. He'll be 17 in January.
Okay.
So my son has mental health issues.
Okay.
I found out and started getting him help when he was 9.
Wow.
His behavior was like the behavioral issues. It was like something that you would see on TV, and not with our kind. Like, I never saw anything like it before. And one of his teachers, actually his principal in elementary school, reached out to me, and we had a meeting, and she told me, you know, off the record, you know, she had a nephew that acted like my son, and now he's in prison, and he needed help, you know, extra help because his behavior, and they didn't really understand, you know, especially in our communities. I'm from South Central LA. Nobody is talking about mental health. Right. That's like, what is that? You know, I never knew anything about it. It's my first time ever experiencing something so detrimental to a family, you know? So, to like a whole nother level, the stress, I was so stressed. I was like a size 2, but unhealthy, not cute at all.
Are you serious?
Because I just couldn't eat. Like, I never saw it, because once it started and once I started getting him help, it was like it escalated. He started ending up in mental health institutions and hospitals and medication. And I'm like, what? Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I never dealt with anything.
Like,
I never
did not know.
I didn't know.
So you're dealing with this, right? Because I think people judge a book by its cover, and nobody will really know, right? So you're dealing with this as your son, your baby, right? You can't just like, I'm sorry, Brooke. So I don't know who keeps calling back. Okay, it's kind of weird, but I put do not disturb. I don't know what's going on.
Right.
But, so you say you know this happens, and you're still have to be a mom to your children. You're still a wife, right? And you're still a businesswoman, because as a woman,
the time, I think I was doing my season of Basketball Wives. They didn't know what was going on. I didn't talk about this verbally outside of my family to any friends or anything for 2 years. It took me 2 years to be able to verbalize that this was something that I was going through in my own home. I couldn't accept it. I'm a mom. What do kids need? Mom's love. That's it. And they'll be fine. No.
Right.
No.
Wow. So you dealt with it, and you told me in a text message that there was a few, we don't make any, physical claims or medical claims, but like you said, these products really changed your life too, you know,
Yes.
while dealing with your son. So
Yes.
what was the product and what was it? Like how did it
So
help?
product sisterhood. It's the, you know, alignment. It's the positivity. It's all of that combined. The melody drops,
Yeah.
baby. Woof. The melody drops. When I'm feeling like my day, my son did took my brain and
Right.
twisted it into knots. The melody drops, they help me, okay? I started with the harmony drops, and then when the melody drops came, I was like, yeah, I need those.
So this is still like going on right now.
Yes, we had a terrible day yesterday. Yes, the CBD, it really relaxes me. Like at night, if I take my sachets in the morning, I mix my raspberry and lemon. At night, I just mix my lemon. I mean, I just do 2 sachets of my lemon some days before I go to bed, and it really relaxes me more than the raspberry does. So I'll take that, and I'm like, I'm asleep. I sleep peacefully. You know, the next morning when I wake up, I'm rejuvenated and I'm able to, you know, go again. And then me helping people, it's not all about the finances, because I lived a very comfortable life when they approached me with this. You know, it wasn't like I was out here looking for something. So other than trying to find something of my own, you know what I'm saying, outside of my marriage, that's my thing. It's my book. That's why I created my book club online. I've been posting my devotionals online for 4 years. You know, like this is something that I've done because that's my thing. That's for me, you know? So, yeah, so when they approached me with this, I was like, girl, like, I'll do it. But I was taking it serious halfway.
Because you have a lot going on. You know?
I love to talk to people. So I was like, this is a way for me to interact with people. And I'm helping people. And the products are really great. So why not? And I'll make a couple bucks. Okay, cool. I'll do it. But now it's so much. This me coming back and stepping back into the business the way that I did. I don't even know. Like, this week by itself has just been so blessed. And I feel like it's because I'm so aligned. Like, Coach Stormy, where I gifted her a few of my outfits, guess what she did? She damn near bought me out of everything in her size after she was like, I love them. She wears them on all her lives. She shouts me out. She's shouting out my business. She's tagging like, I'm so aligned with her. When I get on her lives on Monday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern time, that really sets the tone for me. It has changed the way that I'm thinking about things. It's changed my business. Linking with Coach you, Stormy, talking to Bianca, Michelle, Monique, like, it's just been different. My team has told me, they are like, you're on fire and we needed this and we love it and thank you and please stay like this. You know, like, it's just a different time. When I woke up one day after my hiatus and I said, well, I got my ego in this. I have my ego. I allowed my ego to stop my bag, for one, and for 2, to take my happiness. I was happy doing it. So when I came back this time, I don't know. I can't even explain it. I really can't. Something just clicked and I woke up and I was feeling vibrant and I was feeling good. And I was like, I'm blessed and I'm highly favored. Ooh. And, you know, and
you start talking that talk to yourself.
Yes. And I was just like, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready. And I took myself, same thing that I tell my team. We are all TLC. It's 1,000 families. Like, I'm going to take you to the top with me. But we all have to work together to get there. And in order to do that, you cannot just stay amongst your little group. You have to branch out. If you don't, when I started branching out and I'm reaching out to you and I'm talking to you and you giving me advice and Bianca's giving me advice and I'm tapping into Coach Stormy and me and Coach Stormy DMing, that just that little bit of acknowledgement from people that I'm looking up to in the business, saying that I'm going to have that spot. Not take it. I'm going to have that spot next to me. it just made me I don't know. It's just my head just was like a 360. It snapped back and I was just on point and I was aligned. And that alignment really shows this time.
It does. And I think that people watching right now, I want y'all to catch this because Brooke is saying a whole bunch. And, you know, I told Brooke in the text, I said, it's not going to be just a TLC call. We're going to talk about a lot of different things. And it's so funny. Somebody put their TLC link. They have no ethics. So, you know, it's like, what's going on, right? But it's all good. Baby girl don't know no better, right? She got to tap in a little bit more. So fast forward for me, like I hope there's so many different elements to this conversation. When, you know, what they say, when the student is ready, the teacher appears, right?
Yes.
Even though you are a full grown woman, you are married, you know, and I want to talk about that too, because, you know, I think that there's one thing that I want everybody to really understand. Brooke realized that she can have it all, right? She said she can have it all. She didn't just say, okay, just because I'm having these challenges with my child doesn't mean that makes me a bad mom, or it doesn't mean that I'm going to be subjected to just deal with this only, right? I'm going to figure this out and I'm going to balance everything out. And I'm sure I look at your Instagram. I texted Brooke the other day. She's like, I'm a date with my husband. I said, yes, quarantine. Listen, fellas. I'm telling y'all a whole situation.
Yes.
I text the lady. She's on fire. She's like, I'm on a date with my husband. I'm like, I'm gonna give you a call back. She's saying to herself again that Brooke can have it all. Brooke is telling you straight up. She said, listen, y'all better get woke because the lady about to run circles right now, okay? She's saying she can have it all. She can have your state. She can have your country.
Yes.
Brooke is about to pull up. I feel it right now, right? Yes. So Brooke says to herself, I can have it all and I can be a great husband.
Right.
I'm a great wife. Yes. I can be a great mom. I can be a great businesswoman. I can come back and I don't have to explain myself really, but I'm going to show people with my actions what time it is.
Right.
Right?
And that's what I did. It was. I didn't even have a talk with my upline. I just came in and I was like, this is what I'm doing. And they saw it. You know, It's like, what do we want from a man when we're dating them? We want action. We don't want to hear about what they're talking about. We don't care about that.
That's good.
My upline already knows what I could do when I'm into it. But do they know what I could do when I'm really passionate? When I'm like, I'm winning. This is the winning season and it's my season. They don't know because they didn't see that because they know what I could do when I fall back.
Right. So
I didn't have to call them and have a conversation. I just was like, I'm going to show them. They want to see.
And they listened. We had a conversation. I know Bianca and I was like, dang, Brooke's serious.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that I was in Mexico and I got on your call and with Bianca.
Yes.
And your team loved it. And I want to say this, you know, because I want to make sure we can say this live as well. And this is really good.
Yes.
Working with you just confirmed the conversation I had with Coach. I said, man, I need some new people to work with, you know. And, you know, believe it or not, even if I'm an executive ambassador, you know, I'm as good as my last wins. You know, I'm as good. Listen, I love me Bianca Sade. Yeah. I love me LaQuа. I love me Gareen. I love all my people, right? But the truth is this. I got to get me some new 7-figure earners, you know. Yes. I got to get Bianca to another level. I still got to do these different things. Right. But when you have someone hungry like yourself, see, there's a few people that have like DeQuandra not only has been reaching out to me, but she's been really hungry. The girl been texting me all day. She's on fire, right? You're on fire, right? You can just tell us the energy. So then now that the energy's out there, people start joining your business. Yes. People start shopping with you because people don't want to reach out or connect with ungrateful and unlucky people.
That's
period.
Right. That's
period.
Right.
Nobody wants to be around that type of energy, right?
At all.
So the people that are watching right now, Brooke, as this amazing wife, as this amazing, you know, mom, right? This businesswoman, you know, and again, make sure you guys, if y'all really, this lady's up at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time right now. She told you about her son right now. Listen, you don't got to do this for me. Do this for the seed that you're about to plant. All your ladies that are watching right now, go to Brooke's website on the link of her bio.
Yes,
and buy your
icon.
Right? Buy you a piece, okay?
Yes.
Make the pieces hit because, and I'm gonna say this. Let me say this. And if you a man, buy your wife something.
Yes.
I have a skincare line. I have a fitness apparel line that I've been working on. I've had my fitness apparel line before. But one thing I will say this, and I stand real late at night some nights talking to people in Asia and LA. And
Woo.
girl, I get it, right?
Woo.
So I will say this. Real women don't compete with each other.
That's right.
And they don't compare. You know,
right.
We support each other. You get what I'm saying? So here we are tonight. I was very aware of all the things you have going on, and I'm a team Brooke all the way, right? But there's some people watching right now as a woman, not just a TLC distributor, okay? And there might be some men watching right now that want to know how they can get them a queen, right? How they can be able to play right. As where you are right now, looking back, if you can tell that young woman, Sky's on here, Michelle's on here, Tiara's, I mean, there's so many amazing young ladies and kings on here, right? Now I'm sure they got little daughters that need some good advice too.
Right.
What would you have done differently? What was your younger self done different? What was a couple things that you would do differently that could have excelled where you are right now? Because you are taking those things now and you're excelling, but there's some people that want to join you, Brooke. There's some people that are watching you right now, right? You see people saying Team Brooke. Bianca said Team Brooke. We are, you know? And there are people that want to attract influencers. But there were some things that you had to work on at a younger age, right?
I was terrible. Right? I was probably my mom's worst nightmare as a teenager. And as I got older, I'm from South Central. I was outside. I was in the streets. Anything that I saw that was shiny, baby, I had to have my hands on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was about that, all of it. So the older me now realizes that the people that love me weren't telling me anything wrong. They were trying to guide me in the right direction. And I was just being egotistical and hard-headed for no reason. But sometimes kids do things because, you know, like I told my mom that recently. I'm like, I was doing things because I was acting out. But like I said, in our community, sometimes when our kids are acting out, we're just saying they're bad. We're not saying it might be a deeper issue. Right. Maybe you heard about something and you acting out because I didn't know how to express myself. I didn't know how to sit down and have a conversation and say, I feel like.
Yes.
I didn't know how to do that.
Yes.
I had to learn that. I learned that over the years. I had to learn how to say, this is how I'm feeling right now. This is why I'm crying. This is why I'm sad. This is why I'm hurt. You know, and as a teenage girl, I'm young, I'm running around, I'm doing all the wrong things, and I'm seeing all these things that look so pretty that are temporary. And I'm not listening to the path that my parents are saying, you're going down the wrong road. You need to be over here. And I didn't understand it. And that's another thing that we have to understand too. Our children are people. They need explanations sometimes. You know how you hear parents sometimes say, I just said no, and that's just it. No.
That's just it, right.
So I'm not that kid. I'm the kind of kid where you got to say, no, don't touch that fire because it gets really hot. And when you touch it, you're going to burn yourself. I'm that person.
It's okay.
You know, you have to explain it to me. You have to let me know that if I touch the fire, I'm going to be hurt. It's going to burn. My skin's going to peel. I need to know why no.
Right.
So
pretty much even, okay, so that's really good. I hope you guys understood what Brooke said too, even in your adult life. You know, I think there's a lot of people watching right now that might make terrible decisions, right?
Yeah.
And that's because there was no explanation.
Right.
But pretty much, you know, there's different, I would say, signs, right? That you see, even as an adult, right? That you have to say to yourself, all right, I need to change my life.
Yes.
I'm heading for destruction.
Yes.
And if I don't change this have it, and if I don't do this differently
Mm-hmm.
because somebody told me, my coach told me this, or my mom told me this, or my friend told me this, or whoever told me this can either ruin my life or it can help my life, right? So I love that, Brooke, because I think that, not that I think, when you know better, you do better, right? So everybody watching right now, the 400 plus people watching right now, right?
Yes.
Brooke is pretty much saying to you guys, she came out the game, she's in the game.
Yep.
She's woke right now, right?
Yep.
All the things from her childhood, everything that she knew better to do, she now understands that she's never going to get tricked out her spot again.
Right.
Right? In anything. Right? She knows that she can have it all.
Yes.
She knows that whatever she desires is hers. Yes. Right? And we're touching and agreeing right now that you're going to impact lives all across the globe.
Yes.
Not just in the United States. We're in 150 countries, you know, and there are going to be people that are chanting, you know, that they want to join the squad. They want to join the tribe. They want to be a part of your 1,000 families, you know, team and that sort of thing. So, you know, tonight, man, I want to just say I'm thankful for you, Brooke. I'm grateful for you. For everyone watching right now, you know, Brooke, conversation, you know, and I want to give, you know, honor, of course, to my amazing coach and my sponsor, Coach Stormy, because, you know, I was doing these candid conversations. I was doing the Becoming the Brand conversations. And honestly, Brooke, I told you, like, we should do an interview and conversation with you a while ago, right? I believe that obedience is everything, because I think that right now where, you know, the world is going, where alignment is going, people need to learn, right, from those that are bold enough to share their truth.
Yes.
Not everybody's bold enough to share their truth.
Yes.
And not everybody's going to tell the truth.
Right. That's
you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so grateful that you told your real truth. And you could have came over here with a bunch of ego, but nah, you wasn't like that. You was to the point. You was down to earth. And I'm honored to support Bianca and Marlon and Ophelia and coaching you to that multiple 7-figure income that you deserve, that will impact so many lives.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Like, I have so much gratitude and appreciation towards you and Bianca and Coach Stormy. I don't even know how to properly express it, because I did a post like yesterday and I said, have you ever just felt so happy about the things that haven't even happened yet?
Wow.
Like I love where I'm at in life right now. I feel good. I'm happy. I'm blessed. Like,
that's
I'm
beautiful.
breathing. I'm healthy. But I really had a smile on my face when I did that post, because I don't even know what's going to happen in the future, but I feel happiness for it already.
I love it, girl. I love it. I love it.
It's like it's mind blowing. Like it's unbelievable, and I'm really in tune with myself. I'm in tune with my body. If I'm catching a cold, if something's not working properly, I'm in tune. Like, I know what's going on. I'm in tune with myself.
You love yourself.
And when I just got overwhelmed with a feeling of happiness when I talked about that on my social media. And I was just like, damn, I wonder if people could relate to that. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, it's so funny because we're so aligned. Because it's like, when you get to that point, see, you can't pay for happiness and you can't pay for peace, right?
Yes.
Money adds to it, right?
Yep.
But when you really are happy with yourself, and when you're really happy with your decisions that you're making, right? God gives you this certain level of joy and this certain level of peace where you don't really know what's going to happen, but you trust God. And
I
you
trust
like, all right, God.
him. I have faith in him. Yes, like, you know, I'm a Christian woman. I'm not perfect by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? And I started posting my devotional 4 years ago because I realized that I had like a real anger problem. Like, you know, I would fight and all these crazy things. And I didn't want to be that person, you know? So I'm like, you know what? Let me read these devotionals first thing in the morning. Like, I need to get centered and bring it down. And I really want to change that and work on that within myself because it's not nice, you know?
That's so, girl. Listen, ooh, we need to listen, y'all. Are y'all here for a part 2?
Yes.
We're gonna about to come back again because that was me too, girl. when I did not, I was like being mean. And I was like,
Yes.
why are you like that? You know,
Right.
you gotta change yourself. This is not cute.
Yeah.
And I think that you deserve that happiness. You deserve that joy. My dad said, you know, Coach Dad, he's like,
Yes.
Brooke will change the game. Okay. And everybody, listen, Brooke, they loving it. I mean, we had a lot of people just that sat on here. And I know people that have 4 million followers and 3 million followers that cannot get alive this cracking.
Wow.
You know? So we might got a little something over here, you
Yes.
know?
Let's definitely do
And
a part
we gotta
2
have
for the
more
people.
of it. No, serious, because people deserve joy. They deserve love. They deserve the fruits of the spirit.
Yes.
They deserve that.
They deserve the help. And this is what this business is about. It is not just bringing you a great product. It is helping you to find happiness. Like, that little 7 pounds that I lost last week in 7 days from taking my projects and being consistent and waking up at 6 in the morning and doing my gallon a day for 30 days challenge. Okay. Today is day 9. Okay. A gallon a day.
Oh, wow.
So
I'm joining you.
Yes. Join me. I'm doing it for 30 days. So all of that and me, it made me happy. You know, it brought me happiness. It brought me joy. I feel good. I look good. My mind is clear. No matter what I'm going through. Like I told you yesterday, I had a terrible day with my son. Terrible.
Wow.
You know, like, and then I still had to have a Zoom meeting and training. And I still had to get my people set up that I just signed up. Like, I still had to get my inventory together for my store. Like, I literally wake up at 6 in the morning. I'm on my Snapchat by 7 o'clock in the morning, mixing up my tea and talking to the people and posting and talking to them in my DM and letting them know what I'm going to do and how this is making me feel. Like, I love it. In tune, posting my devotionals, you know, like, I can't even tell you before I even started this how many women would DM me and say, thank you. You don't even know how much of a blessing you've been to me. You know, you don't know how these devotionals have changed my life. You know, and that is a good feeling, helping people. I've worked in, you know, doing Hollywood TV stuff, but my biggest joy is that somebody telling me how much I helped them. Wow. How good I made them feel.
So you're living on purpose. You're living on purpose.
On purpose.
That's beautiful. Mm-hmm. That's so, and you guys, I know, listen, they are loving it, Brooke. So we're gonna book our part 2.
Yes.
I'm definitely Brooke, I have a couple things for her, for you in store. I know that TLC is gonna be highlighting your story on Tips from the Top. So we're gonna make sure that flyer gets out there.
Yes.
I know that for myself, I'm gonna send you an invite to get on my podcast so we can have a full long conversation. And then I know we have some special things, some leadership events coming up where you're gonna have a special invite to. So we didn't tell you about that yet.
Let me tell you guys something. Like, I'm talking to you, but I'm really talking to the people. Once I decided to take my ego and really become a true student, it's like I'm a child and I'm learning from my parents. Once I decided to do that, the way that I tapped in and the way that they accepted me with open arms, not because I'm Brookebailey. No, not because I'm cute. No, they accepted me with open arms because of the energy that I brought back. And when I did it, I did not half step. I showed up and I showed out. Yes. That's what I did. Like, I knew, I put my plan in my head. I said, you know what? I got to get outside of my box. I got to open my mind. I have to broaden my horizon. You know, I have millionaire dreams. I'm building a house right now. My husband and I, we bought a house. We knocked it all down. We're renovating it. And our dreams and what we did with this house, we invested more into this house than probably what it will ever sell for. Wow. But this is who we are, and that makes us comfortable because we want to live comfortable and we want to enjoy the fruits of our labor, you know? Yeah. So we did what we wanted to do, but I'm saying all of that to say it's open your eyes, see bigger, like open your eyes. I opened my eyes and I knew that it was more. I knew that it was more to this.
That's good.
I didn't understand it. It's still mind blowing. Like, I still don't understand everything. I'm still learning. But what I did know, I knew that once I opened up and fully embraced and accepted everything that these wonderful women had to offer me, I knew that the world was mine. And I'm just ready to just level up and just continue to grow. I don't care how long it takes me, my points, my finances, being around these women. I haven't even been around them physically, okay?
It's lit.
Being around these women mentally helped me. It did. It helped me in my personal life. It helped me in my business life. It helped me with my team. My team is on freaking fire right now with the energy. The energy. It's energy. It's the alignment. I love it. My Zoom meetings are lit. I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
I want to say this. Like, you know, I don't know what it is, and we're going to talk more about this. I'm really going to call Marlon affiliate, and I'm going to have a whole meeting, because I believe that you're going to have, well, again, the fastest growing organization, and that with this energy you just gave to the world is going to be reciprocated, because the people that needed you tonight, you don't even benefit from them. Yeah. I want you to understand that. There are people on this live right now that I'm looking at what they're saying. They're like, her energy.
Thank you.
And you can't make that type of stuff up.
No.
Sis. You can't make this type of stuff up.
But guess what? You have given it to me. You guys have fed me. You know, you didn't even know you were feeding me. Coach Stormy has been feeding me. Bianca has been feeding me. My team has been feeding me.
Wow.
My team, one of my team members, they be checking me like, you have been absent. You haven't been around. What's up?
Wow.
I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you telling me that I showed up to the party and I was a dud? I'm not a dud. You know what I'm saying?
No duds over here.
No duds over here.
Right.
You know? So when you guys fed me everything that I needed, it made me, you know, my crown is straight. My shoulders are back, you know. I'm here. I showed up.
We love it, and listen. Now that we know what you need, sis, we know what to do,
Yes.
right? And energy is contagious.
Yes.
And again, we want more of this. So trust me, we're gonna get you on 1,000 families as well, because we want more of this. We want this energy is what we desire. And again, and before we get off, I want y'all to know, anybody's watching right now, I don't care if you're in TLC, you're not in TLC. If you're watching, you needed this energy yourself. You might be laying in your bed like, oh, I need something more.
Right.
There's so much more in life. Brooke literally just kind of like summed up a couple of things. When she made up her mind that she desired more, she went and got it.
Yeah.
She didn't wait to get permission from nobody.
No.
Okay? She made sure that she did everything it took in her physical, spiritual, emotional power to be able to step into her true inheritance, so she can be able to bless the people, because her real fulfillment it don't come from people, it's come from God. Right. But she loves when the people are able to feel good. Yes. So I love you, sis.
I love you too.
I'm grateful for you.
Thank you.
It's on.
You are amazing. Like, I really appreciate us doing this live. I appreciate you giving me the platform for people to get to know me that don't know me, and for people to get to know this Brooke, because a Brooke from 4 years ago is not this Brooke. A Brooke from 10 years ago is not this Brooke. I have grown. I continue to grow every single day, and it's because you guys are pouring into me, and it feels great. It feels great to get acknowledged by women who are paving the way for everybody else, for women that, you know, you guys have fans. You kidding me? You kidding me?
Listen. I will say this before we go, though, and I will make sure I say this live. But I'm gonna say this to you, sis. Man, there is no better feeling in the world. I literally was just talking about this. I was like, there's no better feeling in the world to know that you're changing people's real life. Yes. Getting likes on Instagram,
whatever,
and because you're fly.
Yes.
Yeah. But the fact that there are people, sis, there are people that are waiting for you to post in the morning, Brooke.
Yes.
There are people waiting for you to get on your Snapchat, Brooke. There are people that are waiting for Brooke to say, hey, this is what we're about to do.
Yes.
That's when my life changed.
When I show up late to post my devotional, I get DMs. Are you going to post your devotionals today? Because I've been waiting.
Because they're waiting for you.
Yes.
And one thing I want to say this, and I hope you, one last, because we just said so many good things. The Brooke that y'all thought y'all knew 4 years ago, or 3 years ago,
right,
or 5 years ago,
or 1,
or 10 years, or 1, she's a whole different woman.
Yes.
And that's a whole nother conversation, because I feel like people think they know somebody from their last conversation.
Yes.
At any given moment, your life can change.
Yes.
At any given moment, Natalie that you thought you talked to last year, baby, I probably don't remember the conversation.
Exactly.
And I really, you know, I'm not acting brand new, but I just don't remember.
Right.
You know, I have a way of exiting things out of my mind that have no relevance, you know? So for anyone watching right now, when you're looking to evolve, yes, Valerie, when you're looking to increase, when you're looking to really touch and agree with like-minded individuals, right? You got to forgive that past.
Yes.
You got to move on, and you got to create that person that you're becoming, you know? And that person that you're becoming is only going to happen when you're truly ready.
Yes.
Okay?
Drop those gems. Drop those gems.
No, you got, listen, you got me excited, because I'm like, yo, she just said something just a little different just now, okay? That's a whole little, verse right there, right?
Yes.
So, I love you, Brooke.
I love you too.
I'm about to call you, though.
Yeah, call me.
Okay? So we have some extra, a little game plan that I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
And, you know, a couple other people. So, love you. We appreciate you. We honor you. I'm at TLC. We accept you. We love you for who you are. And just 1,000 families, us as women, you know, I'm excited for what's next.
Me too.
So if you've been watching Brooke, y'all, and y'all, listen, Brooke has a bunch of samples to give out.
Yes.
Go listen, DM her right now.
I'm the top on my team, on my sign up to Ophelia that has sent out the most samples. I ain't been playing my sample on 100. So if you need a sample, DM me, because I'm all about the sample life. I have samples to ship you. I can mail them myself. I got samples in my house. I got products in my
sampled
house.
Down. Okay,
I got it all. So if the website says sold out, sis got it. Okay.
Exactly. And you're a businesswoman, so y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. And look out for the flyer.
Yes.
More smoke from Brooke and I. It's loaded.
It's loaded.
Okay? All right, you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.